What's up, guys? We're gonna real beats. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a beat by starting with the drums first. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be using this 808 here. The 808 is the most important part of this. You want to make sure you get this right, or at least get a nice 808 pattern that you like. So we can go ahead and actually, before we start, just grabbing a scale so it's easier to see. I don't know, let's do a G sharp, whatever. Key doesn't matter that much, but you do want to pick something that won't make your 808 go too low, so it's muddy. So you want to pick something that's kind of in a nice range. So we're gonna start on our G sharp. There's plenty of ways you can come up with a bass line, but if you just think of your bass line as a melody, so think back to the days when you first started making beats and you were just playing around, literally do that. So one way we can do this is you can start on your key, and we can cheat a little bit. Is we can drag this over and we can go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is a typical 808 pattern that you can use, right? But if you want to add some other notes, you just kind of play around. What I would do is start with dyads, either up or down. So let's try to find. You want to find a nice rhythm. I think we could use that for the second. We could delete that. I'm gonna Control L, pull everything over just so it looks cleaner. Maybe we can throw in a little something extra. Let's see. Okay, I like that. I do want to make a little bit of variation just so we have something to work with. And let's add our clap so we'll know if that works. We could just. And let's reactivate this. And we don't have that many drums. I want to keep this simple because adding so many perks and instruments would just make it complicated. So I do want to keep this fairly simple. Let's adjust this actually. There we go. Okay, I like that way better. So what I'm gonna do real quick is shrink this down. We don't need all this space. And then what we're gonna do now is go ahead and start with our melody. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with our melody. So this is the sound we're using here. Okay, just a little bell. So with this, what I would recommend, right? So if you're a beginner, I would not recommend you just do single notes, because you could just do this, right? You could do this and it will sound good harmony wise, right? Like within the scale. But like as a usable beat, most of the time it doesn't sound great, right? So my advice would to be start with large chords. I'm not talking triads, or I'm talking sevenths. So I'm talking note chords with at least 4 notes. You can see that sounds nice, and it sounds a little bit more full. So we can actually use this. So this is a G sharp. Start this. I'll just redo it just for the sake of the video. So we can just make a chord all the way up. Boom. So I'm gonna copy it over, try to make this a little bit larger so you can see. And then what we can do is recolor it. Now, one simple way to recolor it, and what that means is you just change up the tone a bit, whatever, whatever term you want to use. We can take this F sharp, pull that down, and just replace the bass note. So we're gonna delete the G sharp, and it should sound a little different. And you can play it. Right, so it's the same like melody or chord. It's just we just change that little bass note there, so it sounds slightly different. Now what we can do is make a chord up from here. There's plenty of tricks. If you watch my videos, you should know a lot of tricks to like get a top melody, but we're gonna make a chord upward, pull this over, and then we can add a +1, and then we can make a chord backwards from this, and this should give us a nice, like repeatable melody, right? So it's from here to here, and that'll just repeat. And we could just probably, well, let's see if it sounds good first. All right, simple. And since it's pretty much the same notes, we can just copy this over, and I'm gonna pull this down just so it doesn't sound like it's repeating the whole time. So let's pull this back, and I'm gonna pull this over here so it repeats, and it's a nice loop. So let's play it one time through. All right, and I think what we can do, and I'll just show the sound right here. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, pretty smooth. So what we're gonna do now is do our counter, and then we can add some effects, or I might add the effects first. Who knows? But yeah, we'll just go on to the next part now. So I went ahead and decided to just add a little halftime for an effect. I just wanted to try something out, and I liked it, so I'm just showing you it. So I have a halftime, just a simple halftime. You can use any plugin like this for it. And this is what it sounds like now. So before, then halftime on. Way better, way smoother. So now we're gonna go ahead and add that last sound to finish the beat off. Now we're gonna finish the beat with our counter. So here's our bell little sound. So I'm gonna show you a hack. So this is a legit hack. This is for the people that watch all the way through, or maybe you skip to this part. If you skip to this part, watch the whole video. So here is the hack right here. And this is something that you can use on any scale. It works no matter what. So if we go here, and I'm just gonna be showing you like how this works. So the fifths always pretty much sound good of any chord, right? You can just take out all the middle parts and the fifths will work. So when you have a large chord like this, if you want to find a counter melody or even a top melody, what you could do is you could take this note, right? So I'm just showing you how to get there, right? You can make your triad, you could take that fifth. So we're going to take this fifth, okay? And now we're going to go back, and then we're going to reset. So forget all this. We're going to reset, and our new key we're using is D sharp, right? Because that's our fifth that we just placed down. And you're going to repeat it. So now we're going to make a chord from here and get to the A sharp. And now the A sharp we're going to take and place. And all we're going to do is, and we could probably even put this in a nicer spot, pull it down. And this is a way you can get a start to finish melody that you know will work 100%. And what I mean start to finish is just a loopable melody, and I'll prove it to you. So let's just throw this in. I want to make sure this is loud enough actually. I'm gonna just, and look, all we need to do really is just make a smooth melody. So watch this. And then make a chord backwards, go back into it, same thing. And there's plenty of other ways, other things you can do, but I'm just trying to show you something simple that works all the time. Okay, and maybe we can do something like that. Here we go. See, I told you, see, very easy. So yeah, that's just a little simple little hack you can use, right? To get a nice counter melody every time. So yeah, let's play the whole thing, and I will probably have to mix this in, but I think it'll be fine. Let's play it once or twice through. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.